Okay, so elections should have been done by now. I'm saying Camel Toe Harris got in, and what's everybody doing about it?
Yeah, I think she's gonna get in.
I do think she's going to get
It'll
in.
either be she'll be in, or they'll declare some kind of national. We got to hold off until such and such because, well, you got Helena, and then you got fucking this other hurricane that's coming in.
Marvin,
Milton.
Milton.
I don't know.
It's an M.
Whatever the name the weather controller people do. Nah, I guess. So this is gonna be like, maybe we'll look into a crystal ball. I don't see, even if Trump does get in, there's no way to fix this country. This country's so
Gone.
yeah. It's like we're floating chicks, and all it's gonna take is one person to go, oh, I was supposed to do it. No, you were. Oh crap, and everything goes to shits. That's like I'm surprised it's still held together.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the whole time I was back in town, I was looking at all these videos of everything that was supposed to happen that didn't happen, and like I said, this ain't America no more. Everybody knows it, but nobody wants to
Admit it.
admit it. I mean, they'll admit it, but they don't want to. It's like a difference between a belief and a conviction. And it's like, okay, everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, and it's like you got the military going, well, we can't. We got to wait for Title 10 or Chapter 10 so we can go in and help. But they don't do it. But yet, it's kind of like they're on standby for, oh, that's right. They said back in April, be ready for essentially war on American soil. They didn't say with who. Now, say you piss off enough of them hillbilly people, black, white, Mexican, Jews. Yeah, then I could see, oh, well, now we got to go in. But I did see it right before we left that, I think it was the 82nd going in, but all they were doing is standing around. Just like FEMA and the other people just standing around, stealing, and then blaming it on other people. And then you had the unmarked black helicopters going in and, doing rotor washing it. And then you got a couple of sheriffs down to the counties going, hey, form up militias and deal with the problem. But people are so dumbed down. What do you mean by deal with the problem? And it's like, okay, so you're telling me most people ain't got a fucking clue of how to deal with problems. I say, read the Declaration of Independence. When a government becomes intrusive, yada, 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 down the road of everything else.
Tyrannical, intrusive.
Yeah. You do have a right to go, no more, no less. But then you go, okay, well, what happened to all of our money? Oh, that's right, it all went to the illegals. How do you tell when your country is not your country no more? Well, you don't have borders. And illegals that come in, oh, that's right, biblical. Something about the alien coming in and eating out your substance, and you, the master, become the slave, and the slave becomes the master. Something like that. I'd have to look it up again, but that's about what I'm seeing. And then you catch, what's his name? I can't even pronounce his name. He sounds like he's from fucking Ukraine or fucking one of them, Eurasian countries that's in charge of Homeland Security and FEMA and all this other crap. Well, we ain't got no money, and we all got to tighten our belt. Well, what did they catch him out? I think it was Greenrich fucking going shopping for clothes, hoity-toityville. And everybody, well, we got to tighten our belt, but everybody's saying, tighten your belt. They're eating fucking lobster, and looking like they're about 30 pounds overweight and dressing in all the tinkles. It kind of reminds me of, what the hell was her name? That French fucking queen that said, let them eat cake, while they were starving. And then what happened? He had a revolution. They cut their damn heads off. I'm not saying that anybody do it, but I wouldn't shed a tear if they did. Hell, I'd probably buy them a beer.
That's like Kamala actually made the comment that something about because people don't save for catastrophes like Helen. And it's like, how the fuck can you?
You're being taxed so you can pay for fucking all these illegals. Just like here in Washington, you can get a $150,000 loan for a house so long as you ain't white. And that's what they says that. White.
It says that.
Okay, and that's some bullshit right there. That's straight up bigotry. And what's funny, most whites are the ones paying all the taxes.
And silence.
And it sucks. Being white sucks. You're
Yeah.
expected to work hard, not complain, and if anybody's slacking off, you pick up the slack.
I actually quit putting that I was Caucasian on
And
any
I hate
form.
to say it, but I got black friends, and they even admit that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's ridiculous anymore.
yeah, it just. And I'm sitting here just kind of wondering, because we're back up here doing it again in a new spot, really cool spot. But, you just kind of go, huh. And it's like when we come up here, you forget about all the bullshit, and you're like, well, if it did happen, I got everything I'd fucking need.
Yeah.
But then we're up here going, we wouldn't know if it did happen.
We wouldn't.
But then all of a sudden, because we're right off one of the main road that comes up to where and there's buku traffic, and it's like, what the hell's going on?
I mean, granted, it is hunting and mushroom season, but still, tons and tons of people. More than there is like during the summer.
Yeah, which is really weird too.
And it's cold. My nose keeps running.
Yeah, got to catch up to it. But this new area, oh man, it's loaded with deer, elk, bear, grouse, and I swear to God, I even seen tracks of moose. Which was kind of cool because I'm sitting there going, wow, this is really cool. I'm enjoying it. Other than that, don't know what to say, don't know what to do, just other than just, curious as to what the fuck's going to happen. And then we're up here, right, we took off right before, Milton was going to hit Florida. And I'm curious how the hell a tropical storm can turn into a category, 3, 4, or 5? A direct hit, which is really messed up. And you're like, okay. So
Yet, if you look up Helen, it actually shows that they did weather warfare with planes.
Well, you go back to 1947, the technology is so old where you can make one dissipate by cooling it off, or you can make it grow by heating it up.
Yeah, and they changed the direction where it was going to hit.
Yeah.
And there's, rumor of lithium and
Oh, yeah. Oh,
crystal mines.
Now, if you really want to go conspiracy, let me see. Where it got hit, you got pretty much people that are just like, okay, well, they ain't going to sell, so we got to get rid of them so we can buy the property for next to nothing. And then we got the lithium to, make the eco-friendly fucking cars. And then you got the only crystal mine that makes those wafer chips for fucking computers in the whole world. You really think that those evil bastards wouldn't kill off a bunch of fucking, real Americans? Oh, yeah, they do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, they're already talking about literally plowing over Asheville, which was decimated.
Asheville, the only reason Asheville is being mentioned because it was a liberal town. Every other fucking town.
No, that's where the lithium is.
Yeah, I know. They just want to bulldoze it. They can care fucking less. And well, shit, go back to fucking World War I and see what happened with the veterans when they tried to get their money. They got machine gunned down and then buried out in the swamps. And that was men, women, and children. Everybody thinks this shit won't happen. Yeah, it does. And guess who's going to buy up the property? BlackRock. The same people that's buying all the shit during COVID. BlackRock.
Yep.
Everybody wonders, oh, it's conspiracy. Well, I'm sorry, when the truth is what it is, and then you catch them on one of their drunk nights, they'll even tell you, yeah, what are you guys going to do? You're not going to do a fucking thing, even though you're armed to a fucking teeth.
You're not going to do shit.
You ain't going to do shit. Maybe a few people out there might, because the push comes to shove.
But see, that's why government gets away with what it does, because they'll never have to ban the guns, because people won't use them.
Mm-hmm.
They will never rise up. They will never, defend their Constitution, their Bill of Rights.
Here's the thing.
They're too scared.
I'm going to point out a few things. Look at the definition of treason, tyranny, betrayal. Look at all those words. And then look at your government. They're supposed to be, representatives of the people. Well, what people are they representing? It sure the hell ain't the American people no more.
No.
It's the illegals they're bringing in. You're being replaced. There's another conspiracy theory, but goddamn, if you don't look around, they bring in what, 30 million. Okay, yeah, that's a small chunk. Well, there's still too many Americans. Well, let's wipe out a bunch more.
Yep.
Boom. And then you kind of wonder, okay, and that's why I'm wondering what the hell is really going on with this election. I don't think it's going to happen. That's like right now. You'll probably see this video after the election. And I'm sitting here going, okay, I don't see it happening. You know, and if anything, if Trump does get elected, then he'll go to prison, and then they'll say, hey, we got to remove him because
Yep.
he's unfit to fucking hold office because he can't do it from fucking jail. And then this other cat fucking becomes president, and then the House Speaker, which is, you know, shit, like Camille herself, you know, is basically it'll be another 4 years of wasted bullshit.
Yeah.
So basically, nothing's going to change.
Nope.
You got with Camille, you got full blown Marxist communism. That's, hey, we're going to do this by the barrel of a gun. Or you can have the slow, you know, grind fucked in the ass with a little bit of Vaseline, you know, with a little bit of homemade Pruno. Go, hey, I'm going to schmooze you. You know, yeah, you get fucked.
It's a Barry White music.
Yeah, you're going to get fucked no matter what. You can either get pounded like some S&M shit, or you can go, hey, baby, you know,
Ooh,
I know your ass is
cha-cha.
virgin, but I'm still going to pound it.
I'll even give you a little KY jelly.
You know, here's the conclusion. You're going to get fucked either way.
Yeah.
You know, and if you think people are going to get mad enough and,
Nope.
you know, act like a
They
true
won't.
American, it ain't going to happen.
They
Like I
won't.
said, a few of them will. That's
But
why-
it's not enough to make a difference.
Yeah, well, the thing is, that's why I'm making these videos, because those that will know how, need to learn how to live off the land, live off out of the city, you know, and still carry on the fight the good fight. You know, that's why I'm making these videos. You know, I'm not going to be the one doing it. Wink, wink. But, you know, I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But if you're a true American, you should be getting off your dead ass. You know? If
Well,
you-
that goes back to the video where I asked where your line is, because once it's at your doorstep, it's too late.
Yeah.
You're dead then.
Yeah. See, everybody, you know, like I said, back in the 90s, gotta educate the people, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things happened back in the 90s, and I realized my country was gone a long time before that. And then I got out. Now, I'm not saying out of the Patriot movement. I'm just saying I got out, and then I went, damn, everything got sold out.
Mhm.
Then it's like, okay, I'm just in mere survival mode. It's the only thing I can do. I'm a stranger in a strange land. In a way, I've been expatriated. In a way, I've been, you know, hey, here's some... Keep your mouth shut. And what's really funny is I'll drop little hints of who I am every now and then. Because when I do meet my maker, I can, with a clear conscience, say, well, at least I tried. And that's the kicker. A lot of people be trying to figure out, who the fuck is this crazy cracker? Yeah,
Hey, crazy.
yeah. And that's going to be interesting. That's
So,
why I think it's all funny and shit, because I hope to God things will change, but to be honest with you, I think the creator, you know, finally said, you know, enough of this shit. Y'all want an earthly king? I'm going to let you have one. I'm going to give you a great delusion. But in the meantime, you ain't held accountable for your, you know, what you got to do to survive. Because technically, if he did that, which he said he possibly could, if he didn't intervene, we'd be destroyed. But there is parts of times, well, hey, you want an earth king? You can have one, and all hell breaks loose. But those people weren't held accountable, kind of like, you know, the indifferences of a righteous man, you know. Is if you look at it, say if the creator said, hey, you know, I'm washing my hands of you guys until you earn my respect, but at the same time, I can't hold you accountable for how you're going to bring it back. Because sometimes you got to have blood atonement. This country was made by blood. It's going to have to be cleansed by blood. And that's why they made that comment. You know, the tree of liberty needs to be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants from time to time. But
who was it that said we should have a revolution every
Jefferson.
40 years? Yeah. Once a generation. Now I see why.
Well, that's like Benjamin Franklin said, hey, we gave you a fucking republic. See how long you can keep it.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
He goes, within 200 years, you're going to be fucking slaves in your own country.
Yeah.
You know?
But some food for thought, so.
Until next time, get out and play. Enjoy. Like and subscribe.
See you later.
Toodles.